GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? Smith ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Go, take, strike through. Snap, red.
Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this throw caught left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, and going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He completes it to Hunter. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped at his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 7. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The slot man in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ready.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Right. Lock it, 6. Little striker. Field, lock.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Red, cycle.
Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, Can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
38 yards.
And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Come on, set. Slide through. Left, right.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Here's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Cycle.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And the slot man goes in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Jackson now. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll go option to the short side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Looking to pass. Tua gets this one to Hill.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Swift going to try up the middle.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Play action. Now it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Roquan Smith able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third, here's an option play right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Tua. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Another run here with Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to run now. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll be brought down to the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these